Hi everybody, my name is Henry Smith. This is my third video for COM 200. Now imagine yourself real quick that you're in the 1900s and you live on 100 acres of land and you're living off the land. There is no city, no electricity for miles, and you need to feed your family somehow. So you go to the wooded areas of your property and you see a deer 30 meters out. You pull out your rifle and you shoot the deer. Now you bring the deer back and you give it to your family to eat and feed and be able to support them. Now imagine yourself here in the present day. You're just got off a busy week of work and you're going to your car to get ready to go back to your home, see your family. And you see a group of guys doing something wrong. They look real criminal-like. They have bats, they have knives, look like they're waiting for you. So you go for your holster, you pull out your pistol. The guys all just get scared and they run away. So now you're able to go home and be with your family and be safe. You just defended yourself. Well, I'm going to be talking to you about the benefits of owning a firearm, and not just for self-defense, but the joys of actually owning one. Now, with crime soaring and the cops doing everything that they can't always go to every call. So I'm going to tell you some facts of owning a weapon if the cops can't come. Alright, did you know that the police do not have the right to protect you as a person? They have the right to protect the public. And yes, they do come to help you, but that's when they can get to your mercy when they can. For example, if there's an armed robbery and they also get a call for someone being mugged. The cops will get there once they're finished with the robbery. It's more of like a prioritized system. In Dade County, Florida, the police respond to 200,000 calls, and out of 700,000, that's about 28% that they were able to respond to. They asked the Attorney General, Jim Smith, on why all the citizens are buying weapons, and his response was, well, they're damn well better to protect themselves. In 1989, there were over 168,000 crimes of violence that were committed from a response of the cops coming within about an hour. So that means the crime already happened, and the victim or witnesses called after the fact and after the crime had already happened. There are about 150,000 police officers on duty at one time to protect a population of more than 250 million Americans. So that's about 1,700 citizens per cop. So now you know the statistics of what police officers are dealing with the crimes and how they're stopping it. Now let's talk about the pros of owning a weapon. According to the U.S. Justice Department, an armed citizen is more likely to escape rape, robbery, and assault than an unarmed citizen. The Justice Department also found that a citizen who is armed with a firearm is twice more likely to avoid injury during a robbery from his or her unarmed counterpart. And so, to a certain extent, the mere presence of a firearm may allow you to gain control and command over a criminal without firing the weapon. So, but you must be trained and prepared to use it. So, even showing the weapon might scare off someone that wants to commit a violent act or just a simple mugging. So, those are some of the pros of owning a firearm. Now let's talk about more uplifting things, the joys of actually having a firearm and things you can do with it, not just to defend yourself. Let's see. Some people buy them because it's a family legacy. They remember their parents teaching them how to use the weapon, all the fundamentals and the correct ways to use it. And since they were taught by their parents, it's more likely that they themselves will pass that legacy on to their children, and so on. One of the top reasons for someone to own a firearm, they went on a hunting trip, they enjoyed it, it was very relaxing, and for most states, they have different things for different weapons and during different seasons. The most popular reason, which is one of the reasons I got into owning a firearm, is for target shooting. Increase your accuracy, get a group of guys, some of your friends, they don't have to be the greatest, they can be all different kind of skill levels, and just go out and have a good time, shoot a couple rounds and learn different tactics, better aiming, and all that, just to have fun. So there are many things you can do with your firearm that are enjoyable, but there's also things that you should know about the safety of having a weapon. And if you know these safety conditions, you can enjoy it even more and teach others that they're having, and you can notice an incorrect procedure or act with them. Always assume the weapon is loaded. Never handle it when it, even if you handle it, 1,000 times or, for the first time. Always make sure the weapon is clear, make sure there's not a round in the chamber, because you never know. You might have an accidental discharge or hurt somebody. That's my next point. Always point the firearm in a safe direction. Never point at a flat surface because it may cause a ricochet. Never point the firearm at anything you don't intend to destroy. By destroy, I mean, pretty much like if you're going target shooting or you're going deer hunting. Always know what's in the path of the bullet, in front of the bullet, and beyond the target as well. Also know how strong your trigger pull is, or the trigger itself, on if it needs a little bit of weight or needs a lot of weight on your finger to pull and ignite the bullet to go through the barrel. Because you don't ever want an accidental discharge. It gets people scared, and you kind of lose that confidence in you as a person who owns a firearm. If you follow these safety precautions, you're able to shoot your weapon and enjoy it too. I've just gone over some of the reasons of buying a firearm: for the ability to defend yourself from attackers when the police are unable to assist you. I also went over some pros of having a firearm, like the mere presence of just having a weapon there and to, scare off an attacker. I also let you know some great activities like, target shooting, hunting, and finally I went over some of the safety precautions you need to know to operate and shoot your firearm. Just remember, guns don't kill people, people kill people. Thank you.